Hello and
Hello.
welcome. Hey, nice to see you. It's been a couple weeks. We decided we'd come on here and talk about some things because we're starting a new challenge, and it's always good to have new topics. So today we're going to talk about hidden sugars on labels because a lot of us, even myself included, have had a hard time sometimes deciphering what exactly is sugar. So if you don't know me, my name is Cheryl. I've been on my own fitness journey for the last year and a little bit now, and I'm always trying to find things to learn new things and share new things. I lost over 55 pounds, and yeah, that's me. And I'll let Sandy introduce herself right there.
Hi, Gerald. Yeah, it's good to see you again. It's good to be on this again. It's been a while, so I missed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, hi, everyone. Glad you're here. I'm Sandy, and I'm in the health and wellness industry myself. Been over 10 years. I've had my own health journey and lost 19 pounds, 26 inches in 28 days and kept it off. And yeah, I've kept, yeah. So, I like to share what we love to share what we learned and just different topics that we know that it's just out there and that people want to know about that even I've learned about myself even now, right? When I look at stuff. So we thought it'd be a great topic to share with you guys and hope you enjoy it and you learn because yeah, it's quite interesting when you look at and when you look at things. So happy to
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. so so topic hidden sugars. Where are they hiding? I don't know. Where the heck are they hiding? They're hiding
Mhm.
everywhere. They're hiding in plain sight, and we just don't have the goggles sometimes to see them, right?
Exactly, right? Where we're
So
tricked.
yeah, we're tricked. So what is on the label? So there's different types of sugars that you can be looking for. So the first one you'll see is natural or natural occurring sugars. Those are from fruits, vegetables, dairy, and mostly in the forms of fructose and lactose. So lactose is milk and fructose is fruit. Ah, clever.
And refined sugars. Refined sugars are byproducts of heavily processed sugar beets, sugar cane, or corn. They are added to many processed foods to increase their sweetness. Right?
Yeah. I wonder why they would do that.
Yes. Is it-
So added sugars. So these are sugars and syrups that are added during preparation, processing, or consumption. Some common examples include sucrose, glucose, fructose, dextrose, high fructose corn syrup. Even the more natural sweeteners, such as maple syrup, agave nectar, and honey, are still considered added sugars. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. And hidden sugars. Hidden sugars are added. Hidden sugars are added sugars disguised with less well-known names and in products where you do not expect to find them. It's
Yep.
so true. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Until you start going label reading, which,
Mm-hmm.
like, let's say you want to go start eating healthy, and you start, like, sometimes things come in a box like crackers and things, or like spaghetti sauce, or things like that, and you're like, okay, I want to see what the healthier version is. I even went to look for broth, like to make a soup. It's like, why would there be sugar in broth? Like, isn't that like derived from meat, chicken, beef, vegetable? Why is there sugar in the, it is, and then of course the stuff that doesn't have it is costs more money. So
Mm-hmm.
label reading is like, as soon as like you want to get healthy, reading labels is a definite eye opener.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. For sure. Right. A product may boast that it's made with organic and or natural ingredients, whole grains or real fruit, but these are often just marketing tactics to trick you into purchasing a product that contains more sugar than you should consume. And sometimes they're higher in sugar than this other stuff. So you just really got to watch, right? The best way to know how much and what kind of sugar you're consuming is to flip the package over and read the nutritional label for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just so important.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we do have a little label that we'll be able to see coming up here. But so when you check on how many grams of sugar are in one serving, 4 grams is equal to 1 teaspoon of sugar. So knowing that, when you look at a label, know that when it says 4 grams, you're just getting a teaspoon of sugar and eating that.
Yeah. Yes. At that serving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes the serving size are like this is your serving size, and that's not even a person size.
Yeah, and 1 teaspoon of sugar is in that portion.
Yeah.
Like, wow. So you're eating like maybe half a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, it's so crazy.
So I put this one. We can read this, but I put this label over here. It's a soup label, and hopefully you can see it. But it says like grams or 16 grams of sugar, and that is half of that can.
Oh,
Half of that can. And I think I'm pretty sure that's tomato soup, but I could be wrong. I think it's tomato soup. Anyway.
So half the can is, oh, wow.
16 grams.
16 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
So that's 4 teaspoons of, I got that right? 4 teaspoons.
Yeah,
4 teaspoons of sugar in half a can.
So 1 teaspoon for 4 grams. So yeah.
Yeah.
So 4.
Right.
Yeah.
So 4.
So I'm just going to eat 4 things of sugar and have some water, and then there's my soup.
Yeah, eat a tomato with it, and there you go. Wow, eh?
Yeah.
So so to learn what kind of added sugar is present in the product, look at the ingredients list. There are over 60 different names for sugar. Here are some keywords that can help you identify them on the ingredient list. Words that end in ose, what we said, sucrose, fructose, dextrose, maltose, right? Concentrates, syrups, malt syrup, brown rice syrup, maple syrup, juices, evaporated cane juice, fruit juice, cane juice. These are all sugars. Yeah.
And I always wondered when it said like cane juice, well, is that supposed to be better for you?
Yeah, right. Because you think, oh, that must be better because it's cane,
Or fruit juice. Oh, fruit juice. Okay, that must be better, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think you'd be better. Well, I'm pretty sure you'd be better actually to have the fruit or make
Yeah,
your own
no
fruit.
kidding. Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is just an example. This isn't all of them because I couldn't put them all on the screen, but of different types of sugar, names of sugar. Some of it says sugar, some of it says syrup, but then there's like, there's stuff I don't even know what it is, but it like most of it I do, but like what's dextrin? Like,
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you think sugar would just be sugar or maple syrup or molasses or something like that. Like to have all this derivative is pretty crazy.
Yeah. And excess added sugar consumption appears to increase risks of abdominal adiposity, which is fat, metabolic syndrome, dyslipidemia, and metabolic syndrome, fatty liver disease, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and Alzheimer's disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
dyslipidemia is high LDL cholesterol.
Right.
Yeah. We just learned that because we had to pronounce it.
We had to learn how to say it and what it was.
Yeah.
So we're just being real here, guys.
Yeah, because somebody out there is going to be like, well, what the heck is that? So we figured, well, we better tell you what it is. So
yeah, because we thought the same thing with it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we're honest, that's for sure.
Yeah. And one thing that is kind of coming out of the medical field is that that I've learned is the Alzheimer's and sugar, and that being their correlation to that. So,
Right.
so that's scary in itself, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Right.
So how much sugar can you have? So now there's different. This is the high level. This one here. So it says adults should aim to consume less than 10% of total calories from added sugar. For someone following a 2,000 calorie diet, this would mean consuming less than 200 calories or 50 grams or 12 teaspoons of added sugar per day. Now, this always depends on the calorie. Now, having said that, there's no agreement here between the World Health, American Heart Association. They all have different recommendations. So the World Health Organization says it should be half of this. So 25 grams or 6 teaspoons of added sugar per day. Yeah. So only about 5%, not 10% of the total calories.
Yeah, because 10 sure seems high.
Yeah. And then if there's a flashback to the soup again, right, where it says 16 grams there. So that you would already be over your limit.
Because you can't have anything else.
That's it. No more sugar for you. And so the American Heart Association says no more than 6 tablespoons of added sugar for women and 9 tablespoons for men. And that's again on the 2,000, like you're on a 2,000 calories. So that is what they recommend. And they say the average adult consumes about 17 teaspoons of added sugar per day, contributing to about 275 calories to the daily diet.
Yeah.
So,
added sugar, and that's added sugar. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, remember, reducing like the sugar content will help. Will lose weight. They said that from 17 teaspoons per day to the recommended 12 could lead to an 8-pound weight loss per year. Just that. So sugar can play obviously a big part, and also how your body uses fuel, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want if you want to lose fat and you have a lot of like fat to lose, trying to get your body to use your glycogen stores or to burn your fat off as opposed to using the sugar for energy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for sure. And too, you find when you eat less sugar, you don't crave sugar. So because sugar is very, very, very addictive. So and sugar causes a lot of inflammation in your body, which is even the organizations say that, which leads to diseases. So right. Yeah,
go off sugar for a while and then have sugar and see how your body is. It's like all of a sudden that knee pain that you just it went away, all of a sudden it starts coming back. Like it's like, oh, okay, what the heck's going on? It's usually the inflammation.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it's funny because when you have the less sugar, you have more energy. So right.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so much stuff.
My mouse died there for a second, so I had to reset it. My bad.
It's all good. I see hidden places here, Cheryl.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so some of them you probably would know, but I mean, go check out your granola bar. I mean, you're better off to make it on your own, right? Flavored yogurts. I mean, yogurt itself would have lactose in it, which is a milk sugar. So there might be a little bit just in regular yogurt, but flavored yogurt is like crazy how much it would have in it. And then, I mean, I remember looking for like nut dried fruit mix. And then I'd be like, well, why would they put sugar on top of the dried fruit? Like what? Like I couldn't figure that one out. So it's like super hard to find if you want to have dried fruit as a snack that isn't coated in sugar.
Yeah. And dried fruit, well, it's concentrated. Because it's concentrated, there's more sugar in dried fruit than if you have like an apple or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And some people say, well, I've been having just salads and salad dressing. Well, what's in your salad dressing? Have a look. You'll be really surprised. And you go, oh my gosh. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very few, like this, the regular brands, very few that you can find without. Usually it's like balsamic vinegar dressing, or you have to go to the specialty ones that
Yeah.
don't
That don't
have
have,
sugar.
you'll pay more, but that doesn't have the sugar in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like you said, you talked about the about the energy bars, yeah,
Yeah.
because the energy is from all that sugar.
Yeah.
Ketchup, like a third of ketchup is sugar, right? Yeah, so it's really interesting when you start to look. And I was really surprised, even in even some plain yogurts, that the sugar that was in there per half a cup. I was like,
Yeah.
that was an eye opener for me. It was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, because I was coaching someone, helping them, right? It was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yeah, so you could, for yogurt, you could always do like coconut or something else that doesn't have the dairy or the lactose in it.
mhm, right.
And there
Yeah.
we are.
Woo!
Woo! So hopefully that helped you figure out how much sugar you should have, and where some hidden sugars are, and the names that we call them: natural sugars, added sugars, refined sugars. You
Right.
know, yeah. I mean, we didn't even go over fake sugars, but I mean, some of them are kind of in that list anyway. But they
Yeah.
still, your body will still respond the same way, and some people their body does not like what is it, maltol? Oh, I don't, my body does not like maltol. If I if I
Yeah.
have maltol, my stomach is like one bubbly mess. So I don't
And you could be in the bathroom for a while.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, you just got to be careful. Just be aware. That's kind of what we wanted to talk about today. So
Yeah.
it just makes you more educated when you're looking at labels and stuff, and knowing that 5% probably a good based on your calorie for the day. 5% is probably a safe bet for your sugar amount, and to try to stay in there. So, you know,
Yeah.
it could be 6 tablespoons, it could be, or teaspoons, or it could be less than that. So, and there's going to be sugar in some of the stuff that you have anyway, but
Yeah.
it's just for you to be more aware.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're not sure, if you're looking at a label and you're not sure, just message Cheryl and I and
Yeah.
say, or send us a picture or something. I've got this. What is this, or what do you think about that? Because we're happy to answer any questions, because that's what we do. We're here to help.
Yeah.
And we love to learn, and we love to help others learn too. So this is quite an interesting topic for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of labels.
Yes.
And we've seen a lot of labels, so it's
Mhm.
not totally new to us. And
Yeah.
chances are, even if you post it in one of our groups, chances are somebody else has the same question too,
Yeah.
and or has done or has eaten the same thing, and
Yeah.
we've already answered it, or again,
Yeah.
they may
Yeah.
have the same
Yeah.
question.
And it could be frustrating, because it's like, I'm eating this, how come I'm not, losing weight? And think, okay, well, what are you eating? Okay. And they'll say something, and they'll say, well, okay, well, what's in it? And then they realize, right, all the sugar or whatever it's in there. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes a difference. So,
Yeah.
this is a great topic, and I hope you enjoyed it, whether you're watching, when you're watching the recording or whatever. And feel free to reach out with us on this topic or any other topics that you're interested in learning about. Right, Cheryl?
Exactly.
We love to learn, and we love to help.
Exactly. So yeah, just leave a comment if you have any questions, or just some loves, so we know that you're watching, and we like to see our fans.
Yeah, send us a heart or something.
Yeah. Anyway, until next time, take care, and happy eating.
Yeah, and we appreciate that you're here, taking your time, listening to us. We really appreciate your support and love. So have a good one wherever you are, and till our next topic.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.